Beyblade X introduces the X-Over project, a series of Beyblade remakes from previous generations. Remakes have existed since Beyblade Burst, where previous Beys are remade to the Burst system. Now Beyblades would be made into the Beyblade X system. So far we have 2 of these Beys released and 5 more coming out in the future. In this video I will explain every Beyblade X remake and compare them to the original. Starting with the first Beyblade remake, Dranzer S, released in July 2023. The original Dranzer S was released around 25 years ago in the Spin Gear system. Starting with the bit chip being Dranzer, the bit chip is purely an aesthetic piece that doesn't have any practical use and is mainly used to highlight the bit beast of the Beyblade. The attack ring is double wing. The attack ring is the main part of contact for the Beyblade. Double wing uses 2 wings on either side that are designed for smash attack and left spin, even though Dranzer itself is right spin. The weight disc is 8 balance. The weight disc is the piece that decides the weight of the Beyblade. 8 balance contains 8 points and is relatively small, allowing it to distribute its weight well. The spin gear is right SG. The spin gear is what determines the spin direction of the Beyblade. This spin gear has casings that hold a metal sharp tip and a metal bearing inside. The blade base is what determines the performance of the Beyblade. The spiral blade base can hold right SG, as well as ungimmicked spin gears and neo spin gears. When used with right SG, the bottom of the base can be pushed in and turned before battle to have either a metal sharp tip or plastic flat tip. So that's the original Dranzer S explained. Looking at the Beyblade X version, the Bey has been changed to include less parts like the ratchet and bit. The Blade Dranzer S combines the bit chip, attack ring, and weight disc. The 380 ratchet and taper bit would represent the spin gear and blade base. The Blade Dranzer S features metal contact points around the blade, with the inside being plastic. Dranzer S is insanely light for Beyblade X and isn't used much in competition. The Ratchet 380 uses 3 contact points and 8 mm height, and the taper bit is used to represent the mode change of the original. Overall, I do like this remake and I believe it is an accurate representation of the original. Dryger S is a Beyblade released under the Spin Gear system and is the first Beyblade in the Dryger series. Dryger S was designed with a blade base equipped with a metal change tip, a metal tip with a wide surface, and a semi-exposed tip designed to change the performance modes of the Beyblade top as it moves from one area of the stadium to another. The bit chip is Drigger, used to represent the white tiger motif, and the attack ring is Tiger Defensor, has very few points of contact that can cause heavy recoil. It has great defense ability due to its small size, leading to higher spin velocity and therefore, higher defense. It also has some attack ability due to its rounded spikes and small upper attack slopes. The weight disc is 8 heavy. This weight disc has 8 points of contact and is heavier than other weight discs. The spin gear is right SG, and the blade base is metal change base. When Drigger S is hit in battle while in survival mode, it will often tilt and shift into attack mode. This will allow the Beyblade to deliver a returning attack to the opposing Beyblade before regaining its balance and shifting back into survival mode. The Drigger blade is similar to the Dranzer S remake due to its sloped shape, does well in upper attack, being able to launch its opponents, although its weight is still light. The 480 ratchet and point bit is used to represent the bottom. The point bit does a good job in recreating the original gimmick. The next few remakes will be released next year, a part of the 25th anniversary. Starting with Dragoon S is a Beyblade released under the Spin Gear system and is the first left spin Beyblade in the original series. The bit chip is Dragoon, the Azure Dragon, and the attack ring is Reverse Dragon, and it's the first attack ring designed for attacking in left spin using 4 attack edges. The weight disc is 8 wide. 8 wide uses 8 attack points and is wider than other weight discs. The spin gear is left SG, which allows the Beyblade to spin in the left direction. The blade base is the Storm base. The Storm base is a low base that uses a rubber flat tip for fast movements. The Dragoon S blade is squarish in shape and might be good for counter-attack, although its weight is not promising. The Ratchet 460 and Rubber Excel bit very accurately represents the blade base, and personally I am very excited to see the Rubber Excel bit perform in battle. Those are all of the Bakuten Shoot remakes. Now onto the Metal Fight remakes, starting with Storm Pegasus. The original Storm Pegasus is a Beyblade in the hybrid wheel system released in 2009. The Facebolt is Pegasus. Like the bit chips, the Facebolt is purely aesthetic. The clear wheel is Pegasus. The clear wheel decides the stamina and distribution of the Beyblade. The fusion wheel is Storm. The fusion wheel is the main weight and attack point of the Beyblade. Storm features 3 large wings used to knock out opponents. The spin track is 105. The spin track decides the weight of the Beyblade. 105 is a low spin track so that Pegasus can hit its opponents from below. The performance tip is Rubber Flat. Rubber Flat is a flat tip that uses rubber to grip onto the stadium and allow for fast movement. The remake features the Storm Pegasus blade, which is probably the most accurate blade, as Metal Fight and Beyblade X are very similar in design. The Ratchet 370 and Rubber Excel is used to represent the spin track and performance tip. Overall, I really like this remake and hope it's viable to use in battle. The next remake is interesting as we have very limited information, but thanks to some leaks from Vietnam we have a good look at the Lighting El Drago remake. The El Drago face bolt depicts Draco, one of the 88 constellations in space. The clear wheel of El Drago is shaped like 3 dragon heads. Unlike other clear wheels, it is only compatible with the Lightning Fusion wheel. Its main gimmick is a unique mode change feature that allows it to switch between upper mode and barrage mode by turning the clear wheel. This rotation covers 3 of the 6 protrusions at all times, providing strategic versatility during battles. The Lightning Fusion wheel also has 2 modes, upper mode and barrage mode, which can be alternated by rotating the El Drago clear wheel. In upper mode, the fusion wheel exposes 3 large slopes that deliver powerful smash attacks, making it widely considered the superior mode. In barrage mode, several small ridged blades are exposed, producing rapid attacks. The Spin Track 100 is the 3rd lowest spin track. The performance tip, Whole Flat, offers a movement similar to the flat tip, with the main difference being a slight improvement in stamina. The Beyblade X remake accurately depicts Lightning El Drago in one of its modes. It's not clear how TT will adapt the 2 modes, but we will have to wait and see. We also don't know the combo for El Drago, but I predict it will have the flat bit and maybe a 250 ratchet. Victory Valkyrie is the first Beyblade Burst Bay to be remade, as previous generations had remakes. Victory Valkyrie layer features 3 upward slanted wings designed for knockout attacks. The disc is Boost. The disc is the main weight for Beyblade Burst Bays. Boost is a circular disc with 6 small downward sloping blades around its perimeter. These blades are intended to create down force and right spin, increasing the Beyblade's grip on the stadium floor. The driver is variable. The driver is the main part that affects the Beyblade performance in the stadium. Variable features a rubber tip with 2 sets of rubber spikes, starting at a standard height. The spikes are designed to wear down and break off with use, making variable more aggressive over time. The Victory Valkyrie remake combines the layer and disc to the blade. With metal contact points, the shape of Victory Valkyrie looks promising, and if it's heavy it can be good for competitive. The 260 Ratchet and Rubber Excel bit represent the variable driver, and it's probably the most accurate they can be. Since I grew up in the Burst generation, I really hope this remake is good and TT have outdone themselves in adapting this Bay in the X format. That's all I have for explaining every Beyblade X remake. I really like the idea of converting old Beyblades to the X format and hope we get many more. If you enjoy my videos and wish to see more, it would be appreciated to like and subscribe to the channel, as I hope to reach 5K subs at the end of the year. For further support, I also have membership plans available. What do you guys think about the Beyblade X remakes? And what are some Beyblades you want remade?